Example number 20. Limit of 3 under the root minus tangent theta over theta minus pi over 3, where theta approaches pi over 3. Let me try direct substitution method here, that whether it works or not. If I directly put theta equals to pi over 3, it equals to 3 under the root minus 3 under the root or pi over 3 minus pi over 3. Just directly put theta equals to pi over 3 because look, theta approaches pi over 3. It means that theta equals to pi over 3. So when I put theta equals to pi over 3, tangent pi over 3 equals to 3 under the root. 3 under the root minus 3 under the root equals to 0. Pi over 3 minus pi over 3 equals to 0. I will get 0 over 0, which is indeterminate form. I don't need indeterminate form. Therefore, direct substitution procedure doesn't work here. Let me try U substitution method here. Since theta approaches pi over 3, it means that theta equals to pi over 3, which implies that theta minus pi over 3 equals to 0. Let theta minus pi over 3 equals to u, which implies that theta equals to pi over 3 plus u. Look, since theta approaches pi over 3, it means that theta equals to pi over 3. If theta equals to pi over 3, then pi over 3 minus pi over 3 equals to u, which implies that u approaches 0. So my new expression will be limit of 3 under the root minus tangent of u plus pi over 3 over u, where u approaches 0. Look, as you saw, direct substitution method doesn't work here. So I apply the u substitution method here. For the u, since theta approaches pi over 3, it means that theta equals to pi over 3, which implies that pi minus pi over 3 equals to 0, because look, when you bring this positive pi over 3 on the other side, it will become negative pi over 3. Now let theta minus pi over 3 equals to u, which implies that theta equals to pi over 3 plus u. If theta equals to pi over 3, because look, theta approaches pi over 3, it means that theta equals to pi over 3. Then this term will be pi over 3 minus pi over 3 equals to u. Just put theta equals to pi over 3 here for the theta to become pi over 3 minus pi over 3 equals to u. So pi over 3 minus pi over 3 equals to 0. I will have 0 equals to u. 0 equals to u means that u approaches 0. Now after u substitution, my exact value is 0, not pi over 3. When I did u substitution method, for the theta, put u plus pi over 3. Theta equals to pi over 3 plus u. Just put this value for the theta. Whether you put pi over 3 plus u or u plus pi over 3, it is one thing, because there is addition between these two terms. And theta minus pi over 3 equals to u. Theta minus pi over 3 equals to u. Just put u for theta minus pi over 3. For theta minus pi over 3, I put u. Theta equals to u plus pi over 3. Don't forget u approaches 0, which I have derived here at the end when I did u substitution. When you look to tangent of u plus pi over 3, can I apply this formula? Tangent of a plus b equals to tangent a plus tangent b, or 1 minus tangent a times tangent b. Just apply this formula here to have limit of 3 under the root minus tangent u plus tangent pi over 3, or 1 minus tangent u times tangent pi over 3 or u, where u approaches 0. For the left term of the numerator, which is tangent of u plus pi over 3, I applied this formula. My a is u here, and b is pi over 3. So tangent a is tangent u. A is u here. Tangent b is tangent pi over 3. B is pi over 3 here. For the b, put pi over 3. Or 1 minus tangent a is u, times tangent b is pi over 3. Now to take the LCM of 3 under the root and this term, which equals to limit of 3 under the root minus tangent u times 3 under the root times 3 under the root minus tangent u minus 3 under the root, or 1 minus tangent u times 3 under the root or u, where u approaches u. When you take the LCM of this term and this whole term, you will get this fractional form in numerator. Because in LCM, you're going to multiply 3 under the root with this denominator. So it will become 3 under the root times 1 is 3 under the root minus 3 under the root times tangent u times tangent pi will be tangent u times 3 under the root times 3 under the root, because look, tangent pi over 3 is 3 under the root. Just put 3 under the root for tangent pi over 3. And then minus, there is a minus. Tangent u minus tangent pi over 3. So it will become tangent u minus tangent pi over 3. Tangent pi over 3 equals to 3 under the root. Just put 3 under the root for tangent pi and 3 under the root for tangent pi here. Now 3 under the root times 3 under the root equals to 3. Because this under the root will cancel with this under the root when you take its product, which equals to limit of 3 under the root minus 3 times tangent u minus 3 under the root, or u into 1 minus tangent u times 3 under the root. 3 under the root times 3 under the root equals to 3. In numerator, this is my numerator of the numerator and this is the denominator of the numerator. When it is in fractional form, your main denominator can go up with the denominator of the numerator. It will be multiplied with this term. Simply take this u up here to become u into 1 minus tangent u times 3 under the root. This 3 under the root will cancel with this negative 3 under the root. It is a positive 3 under the root and it is a negative 3 under the root. It will cancel with this one, and negative 3 tangent u minus tangent u will be negative 4 tangent u. After simplification, you will get limit of minus 4 tangent u, or u into 1 minus tangent u times 3 under the root. As I said, positive 3 under the root cancels with this negative 3 under the root, and negative 3 tangent u minus tangent u will be negative 4 tangent u. When you look to this term, tangent u or u, for tangent u or u, I'm going to put equals to 1. There is a formula which is limit of tangent x over x where x approaches 0 equals to 1. So in this case, I have limit of tangent u over u. Ignore negative 4 for a moment. Limit of tangent u over u where u approaches 0 equals to 1. I applied this formula here. Limit of tangent x over x where x approaches 0 equals to 1. For the x, I have u here. So limit of tangent u over u where u approaches 0 equals to 1. When I apply this formula, which equals to negative 4 times 1 times 1. I have negative 4 here, and for tangent u over u, I'm going to put 1, negative 4 times 1. And then for the rest of the term, which is tangent u, I'm going to directly put u equals to 0. So if I directly put u equals to 0 here, tangent 0 is 0. Tangent 0 is 0. So 0 times 3 under the root will be 0. This whole term will be 0. I will have 1 minus 0. So 1 minus 0 is the 1. So I will have 1 over 1. 1 over 1 is 1. So negative 4 times 1 times this one, which equals to negative 4. Negative 4 is my limit for this trigonometric function 3 under the root minus tangent theta, or theta minus pi over 3 when theta approaches pi over 3.